That was that.
Short and sweet.
Yep.
Do you remember the Miss Great Britain competitions that used to be on the telly back
Right.
in back in the 80s?
Yeah, vaguely. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they were a big thing, Miss World, you
Yeah.
know. Right. So um apparently they've had another one, 2004, 2024, which happened on the 18th of October.
Really.
Right.
That's,
Well, I mean, I had
mm,
to really look for this in the newspapers
yeah.
because it used to be like the headline on all the major newspapers
Mm,
when somebody won Miss Great Britain, all the newspapers in the UK, you know.
yes. Yeah.
So, but this slipped way under the radar,
Mm,
and I think I might know why. So, bear with me, right? Ava Morgan,
mhm.
name of the lady, 19 years old. She's from Ayrshire, Scotland.
Okay.
She won the title of Miss Great Britain, like I said, on the 18th of October.
Okay.
A charming lady, I'm sure. I'm sure she passed all the criteria to get her hands on the crown, and of course, all that comes with it. You know, opening shops and
Oh, good luck. Yeah. Yeah.
right. When I saw the images of her, I couldn't help thinking that Ava was a little thick around the hocks, you know, and she had rather broad hips and might have strayed away from that 36, 24, 36 model
Okay. Yeah.
that
Yes.
I grew up to appreciate. And it used to be the basic norm,
Mm,
you know. More recently, this criteria has been sort of relaxed, being replaced with politics and inclusion philosophy.
yeah.
In the good old days, all the competitors, uh, excuse me, were more or less the same shape, you know, for
Yeah.
their countries. You know, an
Yeah.
African lady
Yeah.
would be different than a
Yeah.
European one,
Yeah.
but through all intents and purposes, they were for their type, you know, they were
Yeah.
all basically the same.
Mm,
And they had to be judged on poise, on elegance,
yeah.
the way of walking, the personality,
Yes.
and intellect as the tiebreakers,
Mm,
you know, but not so much these days. In fifth place of this Miss Great Britain
yeah.
uh, was Miss Hastings,
No. Right.
right? And she looked like she'd eaten the second, third, and fourth place finalists. It's the first time I've ever seen a beauty queen with a overhang belly. Apparently, she's a plus size lady. She's an ex rugby player
Okay. Yeah.
uh, with breathing difficulties. So I have to ask myself, where's the competition gone? Where's it? What's happened to it? You know,
Okay.
this lady who came in fifth has got a height weight ratio
Mm.
very similar to mine. And you've seen me in person,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, although you've never seen me in a bathing suit. But
No. No. I must admit, I've been. I've not had that. I won't say treat.
right. So some have argued that to reach the hourglass figure of yesteryear, some women uh, came to diet too much
Mm,
and can become ill through it.
yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, that's the same in any competition, in my view. You know, if I want to be Mr. Universe, for
Mm,
example, I would have to eat an awful lot of protein
yeah.
and go to the gym every day for an extreme workout
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
develop my mookie.
Mm,
So that I mean, I can't go there as I am now and say I deserve a place because I've relaxed
yeah.
all these years.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. Okay.
know. So um, the rules are basically that only the best will win, and not, well, they've had a hard life and they're proud and they're proud of their belly.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, um, if the more ample ladies want to have a plus size beauty pageant, that's okay.
Mm,
But trying to take the space, and a lot of it, I might add, of a woman who has worked hard for that position just based on political correctness and just to say that they are fear to say that they're too big, that's going to be the downfall of the whole idea, which it almost has. I remember we did a podcast some
yeah.
about 6, 7 months ago
Mm.
about Miss Thailand actually being a Mr. Thailand because it was one of these
Yeah.
ladies with balls that won, you know.
Yes.
So it's just to catch your ideas on, on what this is, where's it heading? Is it going to
Yeah.
become a thing of the past? I mean, it used to be on the telly, millions of
Yeah.
viewers.
Mm,
Everybody was interested in it until certain feminists and with political ideas who couldn't be asked to go into politics to,
mm. Yeah.
to vent their ideas,
Mm,
decided to attack very beautiful, well preserved, well maintained,
mm,
healthy
mm.
women who are proud of what and want to show off what they've got.
Yeah.
So away you go.
Well, it's okay. I mean, I must admit, I was never really watched it on telly, even in its heyday. It was never on in my household. Um, and I can't remember who the winners were. I remember them appearing on, yeah, we had like younger people's TV in the UK, news programs, etc. And the winner would appear on that. And I think they had one as a guest one day. He'd been interviewed, telling, "Oh, I'll go around and do this, do that," and yeah, intelligent girl, attractive, I may add. I can't remember her name. I'd have to Google it. Um, what I know, she went off and went off to have a successful life after it. Yeah, I mean that's the criteria. These girls went in knowing what they're getting involved with with. Yeah, even then. Um, okay, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If um nobody's saying, I mean, yeah, maybe this what these it used to be strange. It used to be what these girls used to be what other women wanted to aspire to be, attractive and everything else. Okay, there could be a bit of jealousy sometimes.
A lot.
Yeah, yeah, maybe men have always been attracted to attractive women, whatever they were. Remembering that, yeah, Lady Hamilton from Lord Nelson, changed the subject slightly, was a more plump lady, but she was in demand in polite society. At the Vogue was then for more curvy women, for example. Yeah, whatever people want. My attitude towards these, I mean, yes, you are taking, if you're going to start doing things along politically correct lines, you're going to take the opportunity away from women who wish to aspire to be more model look, who work at the gym. The shape of women has changed a lot, as clothes manufacturers will tell you. We don't really see it. Maybe there is a vogue now for, like you say, more healthy, athletic looking women.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the women's bodies have changed
Yeah.
a lot. Not because it certainly isn't because of the bone structure.
No.
It's what the women are putting in their faces when they're eating,
Well,
and that's they've relaxed an awful lot
mm,
on being feminine,
yeah. Well,
being feminine.
this
You
is it.
know,
Um,
you know that if a feminine lady walks into a room
mm,
and she swoons in there and
yeah.
she takes the oxygen out of the room because she's so um, beautiful and
Yeah.
elegant and has
Yeah.
all of these things. That there is what the women should be aspiring to be like,
Well,
instead of being like a squat little rugby player
mm,
wanting to go into a room
mm,
and take the oxygen out of the room for all the wrong reasons.
Well, yeah, and yeah, turn heads as the expression used to be, and yeah, I mean, to a certain point, we still sell it. That is still celebrated with the actresses. Some, yeah, yeah, actresses still aspire to be beautiful, attractive, to the point they have all sorts of weird procedures done. Um, and also, yeah, it's always happened in Hollywood. There are still some models, supermodels about. It's And I think you've summed it up. If there was the appetite, excuse the phrase, appetite for this to be widestream, it would be on TV. I'm almost thinking, yeah, okay, nobody says that a woman's place should be at the home or in the kitchen, unless the woman wants that, of course. Yeah, some women do. Shock horror, it's their choice. Um, the idea that women, yeah, yeah, if a beautiful woman walks in a room, she does incur jealousy now. That probably always was there. Okay, fair enough, rivalry amongst women. But if you go into anywhere, my wife will comment to me about how attractive a girl looks or a woman looks, and of course I didn't
Of
notice
course,
it.
you have to say, I haven't noticed.
Noticed, yes, yes. I'm a chameleon, at that point. My eyes are. One's checking what she's looking, and the other one's checking what's going on. Yes. Um, yeah, I do think there's a deliberate move here. It's to actually undermine everything that has gone before. And I'm not saying everything was right before. Um, they want to
Well, you
take,
know, Matt, yeah, like I was saying, it's a competition.
yeah.
And if it's a competition, it's got to be the most, you've got to be the most perfect, you
Well, this
know.
this is it, and
I,
the notion of being competitive is being stripped away. Um,
right, well, that's not very healthy.
no, I agree. And some of these girls, if you sort of say, they don't. I know bulimia was a problem and is a problem. I've met girls who've had bulimia, and okay, that's inspired by one thing. They look in the mirror and they think, "Oh, I'm not very attractive. I've got to lose more weight," and they end up looking very unattractive as well. The other
Well,
extreme is,
the same can be said about athletics.
yeah,
You know, Usain Bolt, he had to train an awful lot and
yeah,
had to have a balanced diet, a
mm,
high energy diet
yeah,
to get to take
of
him where
course,
he went. And I'm sure that there were other athletes of a lower level
mm,
that tried to emulate him,
well,
but either couldn't keep up, became very frustrated. What did they do? They must have gone off and done something else,
yeah,
or stayed within their region.
yeah. I mean,
You know,
it again. It's very, very the hypocrisy of it all is. I'm going to get into this now. Is you've got the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian, and I don't know that much about them. I believe they're from India or originally Asian origin. Okay, successful women, business women in their own right, intelligent. They sell themselves on beauty, and for some reason they're role models. Okay, the rights and wrongs of all that. Um, and then you've got this trying to be stopped at the other end. Yet the Kardashians identify as being freedom for women, liberation, if you like, feminists. This is all the mixed up world we're living. So when we say we're sending wrong signals to young girls, possibly men for a different reason, with these attractive women, would you and I ever get to meet an attractive woman, date one? Well, you've dated an actress, I've dated models. Yeah. So yeah, we have done. Did they work out? No, it's like anything else. Life is a competition for us as well. So turning it all on its head, well, not turning it on its head, life is competitive, as you quite rightly said. The best person for the job should get the job. The best, most beautiful person should win a beauty contest. The best athlete should win an athletic competition. If there is a category for personality and intelligence for women, yeah, great, do it.
well,
Um,
like I said in the old days, that was used as a tiebreaker.
well, yeah, I mean, and I'm pleased. I was pleased when that went in, or I was pleased to see that because it showed that women could be attractive and intelligent.
And intelligence.
Yeah,
Well,
and
not
then
that they aren't, of course.
I know. I mean, no, there's no reason why a woman can't be intelligent. We're not suggesting that, but I know somebody will jump on that. Um, but we are, and you and I prefer intelligent women in our lives. Yeah. Um,
Well, not too intelligent, be careful.
I'm going to be. I nearly said, "Would an intelligent woman marry me?" But yeah, but yeah, one did. Well, um, yeah. Again, getting back to you, I know exactly what you're saying, Steve. I'm trying to play devil's advocate, think maybe, yeah, we should relax and maybe we shouldn't just be judging women on looks and everything and maybe using the intelligence as a tiebreaker. The fact that this thing isn't even on TV, I agree with you, shows a majority of people aren't interested. If somebody bought the TV rights, nobody'd watch it. And ultimately, as what I said, it's freedom of choice. If
Well,
people,
it's not that people wouldn't watch it, Mark. It's that the quality has gone down. I looked up on the internet for Miss Great Britain, and even Google. It's all directioned. It's either like a Facebook page, or
mm,
it's the proper Miss Great Britain page
yeah,
of their site. But there's very little attention being paid for it on news sites across the globe
well,
because they're just not being picked up. And
yeah,
Miss Hastings, the lady who came in fifth, I think it was,
yeah,
not even her local rag covered the competition at Hastings at the level of Hastings.
yeah,
Because I looked for her and there was more about a dog competition. If you Google Miss Hastings
yeah,
2024,
yeah.
it goes off about a dog competition.
Well,
It doesn't have a beauty competition.
well, all I'll say is, yeah, these women that were successful in this competition, good luck to you. I hope you
Yeah,
have successful careers and luck in
of
whatever you're
course.
doing in the future. Um, Again, I didn't know about it until you just mentioned.
Yeah,
So it
well,
didn't come on my radar. It didn't come on any of my news feeds, like you said. Um, Maybe I'm not on there enough looking for winners of beauty competitions.
well, I only stumbled across it, man. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like a
I know. I'm not
tiny,
suggesting.
tiny, tiny little headline.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's it. And you just happened. That's it. Stumbled upon it.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah. So really, that's it. No real interest. It doesn't appear to be, and it'll be interesting to see who's sponsoring it and what will happen next.